Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving deep into Kenya's massive, groundbreaking shift to an all-digital police recruitment system. This is a huge deal, so let's get into it. So, here's how we're going to break it down. First, we'll look at why this change is so desperately needed. Then, we'll check out the new digital system itself. We'll walk through the new rules, the step-by-step for anyone who wants to apply, tackle the inevitable roadblocks, and finally, explore what this could all mean for the future of the force.
All right, first things first. To really get why this is happening now, you have to understand the scale of the challenge that Kenya's National Police Service is up against.
Okay, so the number we're talking about here is huge. 10,000 new police constables. And look, that's not just some random hiring goal. It's a direct answer to a real crisis. Think about it. Over the years, people retire, they resign, they leave for all sorts of reasons, and those gaps just haven't been filled. The force has been stretched super thin, and that's something communities feel directly when it comes to safety and just getting basic services.
So, faced with this massive need, the National Police Service Commission, you'll hear me call it the NPSC, is rolling out a solution that is, believe it or not, a first for Kenya.
I mean, this is a night and day difference. The old way of doing things was all on paper, a manual process that, let's be honest, was wide open to corruption and all kinds of interference. The new 2025 system, it's completely digital. The whole point is to slam the door on those old problems and build something based on efficiency, transparency, and most importantly, fairness.
And don't just take my word for it. The CEO of the NPSC, Peter Leahy, put it perfectly. He said, "This is about so much more than just going online. It's about using technology to make sure the best people get the job based on merit. That's how you start building a police force people can actually trust."
Now, you can't just flip a switch on a change this big, right? You need a solid legal foundation to back it up. And that's exactly where this new rulebook comes into play.
The whole operation is guided by these brand new regulations from 2025. And what's really cool is that these rules weren't just dreamed up in an office somewhere. They were actually shaped by public feedback from forums held all across the country. So the community had a voice in building this thing from the ground up.
Okay, so let's get practical. If you're out there thinking, hey, I might want to apply, what does this actually mean for you? How does this newfangled system work?
They've really tried to make it straightforward. It's basically a four-step online deal. First up, you create an account on the official NPSC website. Easy enough. Then you fill in all your personal and academic info. Step 3, you upload all those required clearance certificates, all digitally, no paper. And the best part, you can track your application's progress right there on the portal. No more guessing games. The whole idea is you can do this from anywhere in the country.
So, who can apply? Well, the basics are pretty standard. You've got to be a Kenyan citizen, between 18 and 30, and meet the academic and physical fitness requirements. But here's the crucial part. You have to prove you have strong moral character. And that means getting clearance certificates from a whole bunch of agencies. We're talking the Tax Authority, the Ethics Commission, the Credit Bureau, and of course, a clean criminal record check from the DCI.
Now, this is really interesting. Check out how these 10,000 spots are divided. 6,000 are open to everybody. But a full 40%, that's 4,000 jobs, are specifically reserved for graduates of the National Youth Service. This is a deliberate strategy to create a clear career path for young people who've already shown they're committed to public service.
Okay, but let's be real for a second. Moving an entire country's recruitment system online, that's a massive project. It's not going to be a walk on the park. There are definitely going to be some major hurdles.
The good news is, it looks like the NPSC is going into this with their eyes wide open. They're already planning for the big challenges. They're talking about public education campaigns for folks who aren't tech-savvy, trying to tackle poor internet connectivity, and building some serious security measures to fight off cyber threats. They know it won't be easy.
And it's not just about technology. You've also got the human element. Turns out there have been some delays because the NPSC and the National Police Service are still hammering out the details on timelines and who does what. It's a classic reminder that getting institutions to work together smoothly is just as important as having the right software.
So, when you put it all together, the tech, the new rules, the challenges, what's the big picture here? What's the ultimate vision for Kenya's police service?
You know, at the end of the day, this isn't really about the tech. The digital shift, that's just the tool. The real goal here is so much bigger. It's about fundamentally changing the culture of the police force, weaving principles like merit, accountability, and equal opportunity right into its DNA. The technology is just the vehicle to get to the real destination,
rebuilding public trust. When you boil it all down, this whole digital transformation is being seen as a truly pivotal moment. It's a chance to build a police service that's not just more effective, but more professional and, hopefully, more trusted by every single Kenyan.
And that kind of leaves us with one big question, doesn't it? The goals are efficiency and transparency for sure, but can a digital system, on its own, really fix the relationship between citizens and the police? Can technology actually build trust? Honestly, that's a question that only time will be able to answer.